Welcome to Bloodbath & Beyond. Today we review the zombie film Dead Rising Watchtower. It's video games in real life.
Directed by Zach Lipovsky, starring Megan Ory and Jesse Metcalfe. This movie's based off of the popular Capcom series Dead Rising of the same name. Basically, it's about a group of survivors stuck in a city, and they're trying to make their way out using whatever weapons they can find or even create, no matter how ludicrous they may be. What do we like?
I liked that this was a video game movie done well. This stayed true to the video game series. There was tons of Easter eggs and even some of the costumes that some of the zombies were wearing. On the front cover of Dead Rising 2 was the black and yellow motorcycle jacket. We saw a zombie wearing the same jacket, so I thought that was really fucking cool because I've been a fan of this series for a long time. They did everything right as far as making sure that it was good for everyone who's played the games as well as a standalone film because you didn't need to get all the references. It was a solid zombie film in general by itself.
The kills in this were probably some of the more creative style of kills that we've seen in zombie movies. And it's not just because of the weapons that they were using, it was the tactics and the applications and the sole fact that we got to see them on screen.
It had a lot just of the video game in it, of course. So, I mean, it had the characters. Obviously, they got Frank West in it.
How much hope do they have? You're basically f***ed. Sorry, but you are.
That's great.
But the humor, I mean, again, the weapons and everything. It was actually just a decent story altogether, I mean.
They actually had strong growth in characters. Jesse Metcalfe, who played Chase, you actually rooted for him all the way through, and you were hoping he was going to get out.
I like the look of the zombies. The zombies weren't over the top, and I watched like some behind the scenes on Film Riot's channel because Ryan Connolly did have a cameo. The zombies, they looked just dope. We've seen Zach Lipovsky direct Leprechaun Origins. That movie did look really, really good. And this movie also was done very well. We had some nice long takes, and just in general, the lighting when they're in the factories, the different hazes, it just looked really, really nice.
So one thing I thought was cool too was, because it's a Crackle original show and they have the advertisements going throughout it, was that every time it cut back from like a commercial, it would go to Frank West's character played by Rob Riggle. I think he was like perfect for that role. I don't think they could have gotten anyone else to kind of fit that persona and even just the character. What were our favorite kills?
My favorite kill is the first kill in the movie, and that is with the cop zombie. Chase is just whipping everything at this zombie. It's like toasters, fan blades, like you name it, he's throwing stuff at him. And eventually he's just pinned against the wall. There's the struggle, and then he just grabs the gun, shoots the cop right through the head.
So my favorite kill was Harley Mortenstein from the Epic Mealtime fame. He straps Chase to a forklift and basically is making all these zombies go towards him. So there's a couple main ones here. There's a one with a knife in the back, one who just happened to reluctantly go into some fire while the propane thing is going on the forklift. Right in the nick of time, here comes the fire one. Boom, and then what? The knife is just flying, and boom, who does it hit? Harley Morgenstein.
My favorite kill was Bonzo the Clown. Bonzo's gonna kick the shit out of Chase. He's about to eat him. He's struggling with him. And then Bonzo's van comes, and his head gets fucking smashed against his grill. And as the van backs up, it slowly rips off Bonzo's head, which is fucking awesome. Not something I've ever seen in any movie.
What didn't we like about the movie?
I think the biggest issue with this film was that it was about half an hour too long. There was a lot of needless exposition, and I think there wasn't enough zombie killing.
That when we did see our zombie kills, it was just in bunches. Like it wasn't anything that was spread out. We need more zombie killing filler. Even though all the items they used were awesome, I was disappointed that we didn't see a Servbot head be placed on a zombie head.
I mean, they had the outlandish weapons in that, but not enough. So now it's time for our final thoughts and ratings.
Dead Rising Watchtower was a great zombie movie. Not only that, it was a great video game adaptation zombie movie. We had really sweet kills, we had a cool story, and I for one want to see more. I hope they make a sequel following what's happening afterwards, and I really hope we get a Frank West prequel. Though there was a few things that we could have had more of with the weapons and the items and maybe they could have cut the time down a little bit, but I'm not going to knock it against them because it was still a really good film and I enjoyed it from beginning to end. So that being said, I'm going to give this 4 Frank West trophies out of 5.
This movie was a great adaptation of a video game I already love. There's a lot of cool throwbacks to the games, a lot of cool zombie kills. Everything was really solid from a production standpoint. I gotta give Zach Lipovsky props. You delivered, and it was great. I did have some problems with the story because it dragged on a lot. If this was trimmed maybe even 15 minutes, I would have loved it. But I'm gonna give this 3 Soska Sister cameos out of 5.
So Dead Rising Watchtower, I thought it was an exceptional movie. They had everything that the game had. Maybe a little bit too long, like John and Jay were saying. They had the zombies. Could have maybe used more. I mean, Frank West said he killed, what was it, 25,000 or something. So could have seen that going into it. I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I kind of thought like super bad, cheesy, but it ended up being really good, and I enjoyed myself throughout the entire thing. So I'm going to give this one 3.5 smiley face peanut butter and jam sandwiches out of 5.
As always, thank you for watching. Like this video and comment below with your favorite video game adaptation. I'm partial to Postal by Uwe Boll. I know I'm going to get a lot of haters, but I thought that carnival scene with all the kids was awesome.
My favorite goes out to Double Dragon. That's a real throwback.
Oh yeah, especially when she's
Alyssa Milano just
crawling through the vents.
Yeah.
That's I've rewound that so many times.
Yep.
Silent Hill, by far.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything we're doing here on Bloodbath and Beyond.